I love mayo. I know my kids hate mayo, but make sure you get plenty on both sides. In a way that's even and appropriate.
Stop it. Get some help.
Put this on the other side of the bread. Put it in.
Ah, the ghetto! The ghetto.
30 seconds. Enough time to wash our hands.
Shut up! That is so stupid!
See? You can whip up this favorite in virtually no time.
Bitch. The doll.
Okay, so this is how you actually make a tuna melt. The first thing you do is you're going to start off with your tuna fish here, and I use in water because when I was younger, I used to have to always make tuna fish for my dad. He lost a bunch of weight, so I was always making this meal. It would drive me nuts. But you drain your tuna fish so that there's like all the water is gone. And I like to use Miracle Whip. I know a lot of people don't like it. They like to use mayonnaise. But if you just follow me to the back of the Miracle Whip packaging, I can show you why I like to use Miracle Whip instead of mayonnaise. See right there where it says spice? Spice, that spice. Mayonnaise don't got no flavor, period. So this is the Miracle Whip and the tuna fish. You can use mayonnaise if you want. I mean, everyone's different. Everyone got their own preference. I like to add a little mustard, like for a little bit of tang, not a whole bunch. I also like to add some hot sauce to it as well. So there's the hot sauce. And I add like a lot of hot sauce because that's what I like as well. And then also what I added is some sweet relish. So I use sweet relish and not dill relish. I think that's what it's called, like the pickly tasting one. I like that on hot dogs. I don't like that in my tuna salad. So then also I start seasoning it as well. So I use my pepper, and then I like to use garlic powder, just your standard seasonings that you use to season any meal. Next comes the onion powder. Now, this onion powder was actually like, you know when you leave your seasonings in for a while and they get kind of stuck? That's what's happening here. I don't think anything actually came out of the of this bottle. So I have two different bottles. So I use a different one afterwards because I don't think nothing came out of that. But anyways, so everything's seasoned. After that, I like to add a little bit of paprika. Now, I don't think paprika really tastes like nothing, but I still be adding it, so I will add it this time too. I added my salt, just like a little bit of salt. I also chopped up an onion. It's not on my counter, it's actually on a translucent cutting board. I also use one boiled egg, and I diced that up as well. So then you can throw everything into your bowl. Now, it doesn't look good, but it tastes good. Here's the bread I use. Now, this is like a 12 grain something. We don't use no basic white bread because we are adults with bad digestive systems and we need our fiber. This is grown folk bread. So I usually keep it in the freezer, so I'm letting it thaw a little bit before I use it. I put my butter onto my pan because that's a very important step, is putting the butter on the pan. And then we're going to put the... Okay, it looks gross. It does look disgusting. So to be fair to that guy, it does look gross. So what I do is I put it in my pan with my butter and I flip it a bunch of times because like a grilled cheese, I want the outside to be crispy, but I want the cheese to be melty. And so I don't want it to burn. So it's at kind of a low temperature here. I'm going to keep flipping it over and over and over and over again. So yeah, I made this video because when I saw that guy, how he is, I was like, and mind you, I voted for this man. I voted for him, but I did not know he was some kinky freak in the kitchen. And there you go. That's how you make a tuna melt if you're not a complete maniac. And it was very good. I do wish the cheese was a little more melty. Like, usually I'm used to when you cut it, you can break it apart, like, and that cheese all melts apart. But it is what it is. It was very tasty.
We have a
a lot of fun here with cooking with Corona. But if you or anyone you know makes a tuna melt like that, please call the number on the screen. Get help today.